Alright, we're back for episode 13 of the Let's Play series. In this one, I discussed the last one. We're going to go metal hunting. So we've been off for about 7 hours. We got attacked twice, 1.5 stars, decent. We'll see what his base looks like, because 54,000 is pretty good. We'll go ahead and attack him. We need to collect food. It didn't look too hard. So yes, it should be fairly easy. Towers are going down really quick. I'll start bringing out some archers now, since I have a big wave of troops. So you always got to be up in the corners so you can burn 3 or 4 different things. That's why you never want to put 3 barricades and spikes. You never want to put 3 barricades and like 2 spikes right there or 3 spikes right there in that T-bone section. Because if you do, then one firestorm can burn everything there. And so it pretty much does about half damage depending on how strong your firestorm is. But you never want to have a T-bone section with full defenses there, because the firestorm and then later on other spells will also do the same kind of burning effect type thing. Have the big circle radius that they attack. So we are going for metal, so we're going to go over and kill these guys. This person didn't give that much metals. He gave like 64. So it's going to be a little low on the metal side. But it had 55,000 in gold, so that's pretty good haul. And you can always use gold, so 53,062 metals. So we're going to check the leaderboard and see where we're at. We are number 1 with 898. So we're going to try and command our lead even further. We'll collect our taverns that are finished. Collect our barricade. So the barricade has now been upgraded. Need to collect our tavern money. And we have 2 little guys that can work and do stuff. So we only have 50,000. You can actually build another tower, but we can't build anything really good with 50,000. What we can do is we can build a blockade, which is something we haven't built yet. And so that will take some of our money. And then with the next builder, we can just have him upgrade the tavern again. It's always good to have your workers be busy and doing stuff. So, again, we can see we can upgrade a spell, we can upgrade troops, and we can upgrade our wave. So let's go try and find money and metals. So this one actually looks fairly tough because he has a lot of lava towers. But 61,000, we're going to go for it. So here, we're going to see where his placement is of his lava towers. His gargoyle towers, they're called. They spew out lava. So we're going to bring a lot of archers out and then allow the archers to hit the lava towers from range. Thankfully, he doesn't have... I'm going to bring out 1 paladin as well. Another paladin. So here's the first lava tower. So we need our archers to come up here and start pounding away on it. But I don't see them. It looks like they may have got destroyed by something along the way, which that's the downside with archers. They're extremely weak, so the splash damage from the bombs. So it looks like we might just have to use knights and just sit on it ourselves. I'm constantly staying with the firestorm to give it more oomph, more power. If you stay and focus on one target, you can actually do more damage to it, to a single target, by using the firestorm, because it constantly reburns it. So we're gonna go just more knights. The archers didn't seem to work out well. They got picked off by the bombs over here. So we should probably be able to, still defeat his gates. We're about halfway there. We have a good force of knights built up. I don't see anything from stopping us except for time. And we're making a decent time. We have 20 seconds left. Only thing is we need our troops to get to the gate. And then, yeah, the last wave will go down with the sword rain. So yeah, so it was a close one. A little misstep there with the archers. The archers didn't do too well against the bomb towers on the side. We still recovered though, because knights are extremely powerful, and he didn't have any pyromancers, or he didn't really have a lot of frosters in the setup as well that would have done a lot more damage range-wise, or even just more archers. If he had archers, he could have done a really good defense there. So we're going to look on our leaderboard and see if any of these guys give us any decent medals. And this guy gives 168, so we're going to go and attack him. And we're going to attack him a couple times, and then just build our medals up by destroying Roe. So sorry, Roe, if you're watching, but you're going to get farmed for medals. And he actually has a decent base. His spikes are upgraded, took several hits there. And he has pyromancers as well, so this could be tricky. And then he does have another gargoyle tower. So I didn't really take a look at his base too much. I just saw 100 and some odd medals, and I'm like, yeah, we're going for it. So he does have a fairly strong base. I came back here so I could see what is picking off my troops. And now I'm going to come back a little bit and let the pyromancer walk forward. He's using a cannon as well, so one of my troops is going to die to the cannon. My hero is almost dead, so I have to back up a little bit. Hopefully the burn damage won't kill him, and it didn't. I need to stay away and regenerate, otherwise I'm going to die. So now you can see I stayed away for a few seconds, regenerated, and now I have about 25% life. Need to go get the ranged troops that are causing damage. And so now there's no walls over here. You can come up there and attack them. And I got to run away because I'm running out of life. And I just died. So now we have a choice. We can either resurrect or retreat. We still have 39 seconds left. When you resurrect, it has all your spells back. So we'll go ahead and do that, actually. We'll resurrect, we'll burn there, and then we'll come up here and kill this pyromancer. And so we're hoping we can get at least, 60% or so on his base. It doesn't look like it, so we probably should have just retreated there and called it a loss. We still are going to win a good amount of medals. Hopefully the next attack we do against him will do a lot better, and we should, because now we know the troop formation, we know what to watch out for. I think I need to bring out a couple paladins to soak up some of the damage. So that's what we'll try. We're going to go back in. When our thing is ready, our blockade is ready. We're going to go and upgrade our blockade. Yeah, so we're going to go in, and we're going to go in same troop formation, but we're going to use more paladins this time. So we need to get more farm, more food. Let me see, actually. We don't have many gems, so I think we may just call it there. We are leading tournament by 600 points, which is a lot at this level. So we can check tomorrow morning again, let our food supply fill up. Because, I mean, if we could attack him and then like only buy the 20 food that we need or 60 food that we need, I'd probably do it. But see, I have to buy all my silo, and I don't want 747 food because I'm not going to do that many attacks. I just want to do really one more and attack him again. So that is something that is They should let you buy just a little bit of food if you want to, but they don't. Hopefully in a future update they will allow that to happen. So we'll go ahead and just look here, and we need to eventually start building a good defense so we can start winning gems. I do need to upgrade the Inventor's Workshop as soon as the throne room finishes, which should be in about 2 days. And then we can unlock the Gargoyle Tower, and that's the Lava Tower. And that will be the cornerstone of our defense. And that's when we'll start actually making our defense. As you can see out here, we still even have, you know, roads available. So I'm just going to go ahead and make a little road here. And I'll just put that there. You always want to use your roads and make it as long as possible, because the longer that they have to walk, the more time that goes by and that just burns off the clock. A lot of the times people could defeat your base if they just had an extra, you know, minute or two. It just takes a little bit longer, but the game only gives you, you know, 1:30, 2 minutes, or 2 minutes and 30, somewhere around there, to actually destroy everything, which is not enough time most of the time. So, you know, using those extra roads is a very, very important aspect. It takes more time for people to walk this way rather than just walk straight. If you ever see a guy that has a base that is just straight to the castle gate, that even if he's like a high level in the high trophy range, I've seen them in like the 2200 trophy ranges where it's just a straight line and like one little curve to the castle gate. Those guys, they're extremely easy because you have all the time in the world and you can just go and rush through, and there's not that many defenses, and it's super easy. So if you ever see that, the only thing you have to be careful about is, since they're such a high trophy range player, that their you know, their troops, their waves are going to be very strong. When you fight someone like that, that means they pretty much totally neglected their defenses. They didn't do anything past the tutorial part where they made you make the little one curve, you know, up here. And so that is something that when you see, you're definitely like, oh, I can kill him really easy. But someone that has done a lot of curves like this, you know, they've actually focused on the defense. And this defense is actually not that bad. I've never seen this exact one before. You kind of see similar patterns here and there. It's a weird setup. I probably would have gone more straight up and then gone to the right and then down and then curve that way. So then that way you would have your ranged troop be able to hit the people here and then also up here. His setup is pretty good over here in this range, but he has no towers to defend. He's got blockades and barricades. That's good. But other than that, yeah, he probably should have just gone straight up, and then moved, and then down, and then over, like that. That would have been a lot better base. And so I'll go into another discussion about base design in another episode. And that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks, and please subscribe.